Earth signs, welcome. Kind of instead of doing the quickies, and because I'm having technical problems, honestly, which I'm trying to resolve, so kind of the quickies usually end up running over an hour. So breaking it down into elements, and it's been going pretty good. So you're the last element, and this is kind of I want this to be a review, kind of a retrospection of July. This is for the end of July. Because, I think it's a really big month, and I imagine you've been feeling it, everybody is, and I think August is going to be amazing. So, kind of like July, I think is like the wind up, and now in August, it's going to be like when Oprah Winfrey gives away cars to the whole audience, It's like you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car, and everybody gets a car. And, yeah, like that. And I think there's a lot of people watching tarot, I suspect, as an astrologer too. I mean, a lot of people that are interested in astrology, they're into manifesting. And so I think there's a lot of that, and I think like it's gonna rain. It's raining right now. The rain is falling. It's a good rain. It's August. It's a summer rain. It's a rain that makes the crops grow. That makes the flowers flower. For every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. It's just really a good energy this year, I think. And it's like now, some people you might be on your knees right now, thinking, "What the fuck are you talking about, David?" I don't think there's like a middle ground. It's like, there's not a lot of people sitting around going, no, it's just, run the mill for me, nothing's really changed. But I said before, it's like, I think the further you go down, and it's right here in this window, last month to August, 2 months, say, window. Like the further you go down now, I think the new moon's on the 8th, I think just the further you'll probably go up later. So it's a good time to give up, it's a good time to give in, it's a good time to get up, and it's a good time to get in. How's that? It's not a good time to sit on the sidelines or to, I tell you right now, it's a terrible fucking time to sit on the sidelines and do nothing and criticize the people that are doing something. Really just, that's a terrible time for that. So get in or get out. And there's going to be people, I think, like in terms of relationships, there's going to be a lot of turnarounds, like earth signs, good example. Maybe you typically, if a relationship ends, God forbid happens, but, it's something, you got to sit on that and deal with it for who knows how long, years, depending on the length of the relationship and everything else. But it's not quick, typically, and you may find yourself turning around quick. You're not a fire sign, maybe, or, who knows, man. You might have a Sagittarius Venus, Aries Venus or something. You might be able to roll with this with not a problem, but I'm not saying you really should roll with it. I'm just saying I think it's because of the way it's manifesting, it's so hard. It's like, if you've been doing the work, I think, and just basically kind of like showing up for class, like, and putting in an honest effort, and it really doesn't matter if you're a C student or an A student, like it's gonna rain. That's my feeling. I think the universe is actually pretty cool. It's just, it's got the rules. So that's where we're at with this reading. So we're asking Spirit for advice and love and relationship for our earth signs here. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's go do 4 cards. We're going to do you and challenge, advice, and outcome. You, 2 of Wands. I like that. There is an enormous hawk right there. I don't think I could get the camera up there. Okay, so now it's on you. You have to Google Spirit Messenger hawk, right? I don't know what kind it was. It was huge and dark. I'm in Mexico, so I don't know the hawks here. Bad on me. I really do want to get a pair of binoculars. It's on my list, and like a birding book, because you got to say it's totally different birds here. So 2 of Wands, I love this here, because this is your energy in and around relationships. A hawk, saw the hawk, by the way. Whoa. So, you know, what did I just say? Like, this is not, you're not, there's no middle ground here. It's like you're either on or off, you're either up or down, you're either in or out. And that's what this is saying. Are you in or out? It's not should I stay or should I go now. It's like, are you in or are you out? Pick side, you know? Pick this side, pick that side. Honestly, if you're not feeling that pretty directly, that's pretty clear, then it's probably not your reading. So click, but join back and check again and join this old tribe read, would you? At least check it out. I'm going to do that every day, and the Friday will be the weekend. And just kind of speak to the collective, whoever resonates. And I think that's going to be, I'm on that with the heart spread. You can count on this old tribe. So elements, I don't know if I'll stick with this or not. We'll see. But right now, I like it, what's been going on. I think it's good for this time. And here you are. I mean, damn good you're getting a tarot reading. What's crossing you? Holy shit, what's crossing you? Kind of look at it like it's in reverse. I don't know if I'd look at it as reverse so much in this case, because this is what's crossing you. Maybe. I mean, the reverse Three of Swords can be like putting off the end, like you somehow, like you kind of know it's over and it should be over, and usually it's by some extraordinary means, manipulation or coercion or something. When it's Three of Swords in reverse, I think. So it's like, you know, it's going to end, it's over, but it's like you're just not allowing it to end. So it could be like that for you just exactly, or, you know, it could be their thoughts, you know. You always got to go with the Three of Swords. Remind everybody, hey, you know, they are swords, you know, because you kind of think cups when you see the heart, right? So it could just be, you know, holding on to that past hurt and not wanting to let it go. Now, the way I would read, normally the Three of Swords reverse would be like, now you're ready to let it go. But this is not quite, this is your crossing. So, like, you need to let it go. I mean, you really need to let it go. It's almost like you're trying to, what it's saying is like you're trying to make this choice. Look how beautiful and sunny, you know, this is nothing but good here. This is like life. This is like going on your adventure. It's kind of like the Fool card, you know, in a way. So, you know, but you're trying to go on, you know, but you're still kind of holding on to this hurt and loss, you know, from the last time, or the last two or three, or, you know, I get it, okay? Now this is your advice. Hanged Man. Hanging Man, advice. Wow. One very simple, literal interpretation of the Hanging Man is looking at things from a different perspective. A couple things. This is advice from Spirit. So the position of this card is literally advice. And the advice of this card is to look at things from a different perspective. So 100% going to go with that, and I'm going to clarify that with justice. Not just Libra energy. Two major cons. This is your advice. On one level, okay, this inability to let go of the Three of Swords energy, it could have involved a divorce. Okay, that's very literal. But think of it as a metaphor. Even if you were married, for instance, this would have felt to you like a divorce. Like it could have felt really like had this feeling too many times. I'm surprised there's anything left, but like a piece of you is cut off physically, and you had to leave behind your leg, or it can just feel very kind of traumatic like that. So this was not a small connection, you know. I think, like, too, this is your advice, so kind of what it's telling you is to really look at this with the big picture view, and kind of to really look at this, because maybe the problem is you haven't been wanting to deal with it, and now you're feeling this Leo energy, and you're ready. It's summer, and you're ready to go somewhere, but there's this. And I think by looking at it from a bigger perspective and putting it in sort of a perspective of your soul's purpose, of your life's journey, and the word I want to use, cut yourself some slack. Like, it's really not about them or anybody. It's cut yourself some slack, one, by allowing yourself to feel your feelings, even though they're probably not good. You might, like, just kind of know that these feelings go really deep, and like you might be afraid, like, if I go there, it's like a rabbit hole. But I think you have a lot of support here with the Hangman and Justice. This is Spirit really telling you this is important. This is soul work here. And let me see what we get for the outcome. The Eight of Swords. You're having a really hard time with this, Earth signs. I don't see anybody showing up here. This is all about you. This is like not another person. You may have tried to do something. I get, and like I get aborted mission, aborted attempt here, and it's got you in this Eight of Swords energy. The thing about the Eight of Swords, eights is such a productive number. But the problem is now you're productive just in your head, and it tends to be negative. It's not happy energy, but it's sort of like stepping on the gas, and instead of your tire grinding away at the mud going, it's just grinding away at air energy in the mind. And kind of too, I see not able to get purchase. Back to that analogy of the car, not able to get purchase. And you've got the Three of Swords and then the Eight of Swords. It's a tough energy, guys. I'm sorry, if this is your reading. August is here to help you. I swear to God, you can get there from here. But this leaves the Hanged Man, Justice being so important. And it's like, obviously, release them to their highest good. Obviously, I didn't even have to say that. But there's something here about like allowing yourself to have justice. I think that's what you're looking at. Maybe you've considered them too much. Maybe you've considered it, or maybe you just avoided like yourself by always them and them and they, and you haven't said I and me and I and me. And it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It can be like, maybe you were saying like, wow, I hope they're okay, and I know this is hard on them, and I don't see here where anybody was, stabbed in the back or anything, necessarily. I mean, I know you got Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords, but it just looks like a bad divorce here. May have been down those lines. And, it could just be that. Treat yourself like you would your friends, like you would your children, like you would your parents, like you would your sister, like you would anyone else probably. Because Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords is really tough. And you're putting a lot of energy into this with the Eight of Swords. Eight's a lot of energy. That engine is revving, Imagine if it's Eight of Wands. Shoot, and you'd be on your way to Paris. Have lunch with some billionaire or something, but no, it's Eight of Swords, so it's like you're just going around. Let me see what I get to go with the Eight of Swords. Yeah, come on, this is the nostalgia. So add into this. This is, I think right now I'm talking to you, trying to say like, cut yourself some slack. Cut yourself slack, because not only did you lose a marriage, you maybe lost a friend, lost a lover, lost a partner, and you lost a soulmate. Just because marriages end, relationship doesn't mean they're not soulmates, right? I mean, there's a lot of soulmates, and that's a lot to lose. That's a lot to lose. But yet here you are. You want to go. You want to choose a path, a new path. This is not going back You don't want to go, and I don't think there's any way you're thinking about going back to the old relationship. The wound is somehow got you, you know. It just came to me like maybe the divorce was a while, and maybe you just got the divorce papers. You know, it's been over. Sometimes it can be years. And maybe that's a weekend where it's just really like, you know, I've been there, and so much for me, I really never was really exalting it, but I know people that do, and they're like, I'm getting divorced, and oh boy, I can't wait. And then you get that paper in your hand, and it's like, and you know, justice. You get that paper in your hand, and it's like real, and you know, there's nothing funny about it. Especially when it's a soulmate, and you know it. It's because someone's your soulmate doesn't mean they're the forever person. I think a lot of us learned that the hard way. So this is a whole lot of knowing what's going on, but you're dealing with this. There's something else, Spirit. That's the bottom. I don't like that. Well, we want to look at the bottom, because we got the Eight of Cups. Yeah. I'm definitely reading the bottom on this little read here. Wow. So, I mean, yeah, the whole theme here, it really comes down to these two cards. Walking away, and so the Two of Wands. And what did I say about things going to go quick? Things are going to go quick. Three of Pentacles. So, you're going to move into collaboration with someone, but I swear to you, by the time like Virgo season rolls around, this is going to come around. I hate to go real literal, but somebody at work, somebody that you work with, somebody you interact with, and I think like with the Three of Pentacles, this is one of my favorite cards. It's so positive. Threes are positive. Gemini, third house, so much energy. And here it's that grounded energy, and I think it's the perfect thing to get you out of this Six of Cups and this Eight of Swords energy, to get out of that, because you know, either, you know, Six of Cups, I don't know, it's not really very productive. It's damn sight better than Eight of Swords, I'll give you. But here, this is actually doing something, you know, with someone else. So now you're an earth sign. This is kind of like, okay, think about what the Three of Cups is, like, you know, dating and all that. And, you know, I don't know, it's not the cheating. It's the energy of emotionally being available and happy and out there and engaged, you know. Well, this is being engaged like in a more productive way. Very similar though, just with, typically this is someone also who's a master craftsman. This is the person that they come to her if they want to get something done in this field, or if they want blown glass, this is the best glass blower that there is, and the other glass blowers go to this one because they know they're the best. So it's that kind of energy that you're hooking up with, and I think it's going to be all kind of grounding for you. It's all about trying to come out of this. It's quite a journey here, you know. And I get the feeling too, you're in this Two of Wands energy now, like you want to look, you want to go, because you've probably been down. I have been. A lot of people have been, get the shit kicked out of us in the last year. Just the energy downloads and stuff. We're kind of on the ground going, geez, enough. You know, give me a minute here. But now it's easing up, and a lot of people are just rising up, and you're probably feeling it. But then as soon as you rise up, then out comes all this stuff. It comes from the three you're blocking here, the Three of Swords, that old pain and stuff. But I think when this person comes in, I think they could be another earth sign person. Think Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And then also just someone who you see as solid and worthwhile. This person that's going to come in is going to be someone that you feel very good about right out of the chute. Like, you're not going to be questioning their motives. They're going to seem solid to you. And they are, and they're sincere, and they're going to seem sincere. Like, you're going to notice them because you're going to be like, well, you know, that person is very sincere, and they're very solid, you know, whether they're earth sign or not. This is the most difficult element This is all of them now, okay, that I've had. And I have a strange feeling. I don't even know how to describe it. I have a lot of pain. It's never in my shoulders or stuff. It's like up here in my shoulder. It's like maybe just carrying a lot of weight or feeling a lot of stress. And I think what needs to happen here is a weight needs to come off the shoulders. And I think that's but Hangman and the Justice is, just giving yourself a break. Like, I don't think there's anybody else on you. Let me say that. This is all like somehow you on yourself. I don't know, feeling foolish for getting fooled, feeling guilty for whatever reason. When relationships end for me, I often feel shame. I know why. When you're a child and your parents fail over and over, you tend to think, oh, it's my fault, right? So ending a relationship becomes like it's something serious, like, oh my God, what did I do to make mommy and daddy break up? You don't know. So I think that's what that is. So this is, I think, like internal stuff. You could have been spending a lot of time alone, and now you're ready. Come on, you're just ready to go. Who isn't? You gotta go. It's just going to be a little tough for you. But you're going to meet this person. I mean, I don't know. It could start out as a friend, or this could just be a friend. I say just could be a friend. Shame on me. This could be a friend. You only get one or two good friends in life, I think, unless you're Gemini. You get a bunch of them. But most of us, so it's no little thing. But even if it's not, I think it's just going to all kind of pull you out of this energy, this Eight of Swords energy, Six of Cups, this dreamy energy, and the Three of Swords. It's all going to go bye-bye because you're going to find yourself wanting to invest and feel good about whatever this is. And it's probably going to be some kind of work for you, something you'll be able to do. And I think you'll just drive yourself right out of that hole. The wheels won't be spinning anymore. Be cruising. Thank you, guys.